exceptional talent. Before I go to share some information around some free TechNation visa resources, and then we'll come back for more questions. Today, could you share with the audience in terms of the visa, why is it said like the global standard in visas? And then what does this visa give you?
Yeah, I think it's the global standard because it's not very easy to get, to be honest. It's the rejection rates are, I mean, it's a very rigorous visa process that, you know, if you are not persistent with it and disciplined with the process, you probably won't just do it. Not a lot of people apply for it, as far as I know. And what that then means is, in terms of the rejections are actually like way better than your standard visa rejection rates, right? When you want to apply for a visit visa. But with that being said, right, I think the acceptance criteria varies per country and all that, right? So I think it's very good because it opens up a lot of doors for you. One of the benefits of this visa is when you come into the UK, for a lot of people who are migrating to the UK, for example, using the student routes, right? What tends to happen is, you know, they need to get sponsored by their employers for them to work, right? But with the Global Talent Visa, you don't need any form of sponsorship from any employer, right? It gives you a lot of flexibility because with that, you know, you can choose to start your own business. You can choose to work for an employer. And by working for an employer, you have more options, right? Because, you know, when you are looking for an employer with sponsorship, it's a very different ballgame in the sense that your options are limited, right? Because not every employer wants to sponsor people on visas because it's an expensive process. But when you have no need for sponsorship, you are almost like a citizen in the sense that, you know, there's no sponsorship required. You can work for anybody you like. You can do anything you like, really. You can even school if you want to school. The only two things I think you can't do is you can't work as a doctor and you can't decide you want to be a footballer and start playing football, right? So other than that, it gives you a lot of leeway and it's a very well-respected visa even here, right? Like when you tell people, you know, you're on a Global Talent Visa, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Tier 1 visa. A Tier 1 visa is like an older category for like very experienced people, right? So even when you talk to people and say you're on a Global Talent Visa, they're like, oh, wow, that's really nice. It means that, you know, you know something about digital technology, right? So yeah, it comes with that perk as well. But what was the second question again? I missed that.
So I think you've covered it already. It was
Okay.
just pretty much what this visa pathway specifically gives you for the benefit of those not familiar with the visa pathway. I will just